Are you here? Where am I? Are you here? Take me. Take me. I have had my fill of this. I leave everything to you. You hear? Everything. My children. My husband. The photographs. The letters. What news of my husband? Does he live? Why no answer? Why? Better not to love. Tear myself away for all eternity. Take this greatest of leaps toward you. All right, toward you. But away from here. Death is freedom's only form. There is no answer. Angina pectoris, the doctor said. He listened to my heart, just as you used to do. Slowly, attentively. I won't survive the attack, he said. I am too weak. Comfortable news. Visited by the maiden of death and her attendants. They stripped me naked and ladled water from the Danube into a long wicker basket. I laughed, but the basket held the water. They bathed me in it like a child. The maiden of death took off her black dress and clothed me in it. Then she put on my dress. All at once, the water vanished from the basket. You are ready, she said. You are ready. I lay back in the empty basket, and in an instant I was covered in a shower of petals from on high. Flowers! 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 More like snow than rain. They were soft and cold as ice. I am ready, I am leaving, take me. Ah, yes. Our first winter in prison. The snow shrouded our hut. It was dark, we didn't know why. Only my body could tell that it was morning. Only my body, had the sun not risen. Was it the end? No way of opening the door. I couldn't get out. I tried the window, it wouldn't budge. Wake up, my little sparrows, wake up. The wandering in the desert is over. Soon we'll be free, a wave of freedom and real happiness. I did not give a thought to what I would do with them while starvation ran its course. My faith was in a different death, a passage of sorts. The river Jordan of time stops, and we all cross over to the other side, our feet still dry. So much was I blinded by the hope of dying together. I could see the fear in their eyes. Don't be scared, my little sparrows. Don't be scared. The eldest stands up, stares at me, takes a piece of wood and breaks the window. He shouts, "Snow!" The little ones join him and begin to shout happily. I was ashamed. I reveled in the possibility of collective death. Let the little sparrows die. Die like flies. Let it be over. Really be over. So much snow. The children are running about on the roof. Riding on the crest of the roof. My little sparrows. My little sparrows. When we were arrested at dawn and the truck took us away, our dog chased us, wanting to jump on and join us. The children, Lupu, come on Lupu. A Romanian dog. Lupu means wolf. From a Romanian family in Salonta. Give it a home, it'll be useful, and then they vanished. Lupu Lupule, a Romanian dog turned Hungarian. No, a German shepherd turned Romanian, and then finally turned Hungarian. Lupu Lupule, the children cried. Lupu dear, come with us, come on! On the open road, Lupu would not give up the chase. The guard, sitting at the back, pulled the canvas to one side, reloaded his machine gun, and shot. A short round of bullets, just to be sure. And Lupu's body rose into the air with perfect poise, as if it had instantly been made light, as if he had been waiting for this moment all his life. It flew, 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 and then fell without a sound, but we didn't see him fall. Dearest Lupu, darling Lupu, the children cried, fly! In the dark for a long time, we thought we saw his eyes fixed upon us as if to follow us and be with us as long as possible. Dearest, darling Lupu, the eviction order made no mention of you. May his ashes rest in peace. Did you take him in? Do you take animals in? Sometimes I think you must have thought of something for the animals too. their heaven, a celestial zoo? Or will they turn into angels just like that? Don't forget little Luke. Can I tell the children that you keep an eye on Luku too? Why was I jealous of the dog? No news of my husband for a year now. Tell us something. Nothing. Dawn hath broken. The children sleep together in a huddle, jolting mass. Are you there? Viragom, 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 viragom. Humans are designed not to be able to hear the beat of their own heart. They need someone else for that. The doctor leans over me, listens at length, then says, "Something is suffocating, devouring my heart." I knew it wasn't something, but somebody, 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 somebody. What do you want from me? Hello? What am I doing here? Nothing. I am not doing anything. I didn't choose to come here. You brought me. It's certainly not the money. There's no money in the straw mattress. And no straw mattress either. When we got here, there wasn't even straw. Only bare earth. Now we have straw. And a blanket. No roof, no bed, no table, no chair, no window, no door, just walls. Foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man hath nowhere to lay his head. That's the gospel truth. But he's got a head. We climb off the truck. The guards tell us this is where we will live. You may not leave the campgrounds. We will shoot without warning, children and adults alike. So it went on. I didn't understand a word. It was like a hurried sermon at a funeral when the clouds are rolling in. My eldest son was the interpreter. This house, they said, is where you will live. They've got a sense of humor, all right. We assembled between the walls, the latest prisoners to the place, me in front, the children behind. I look up through the roof's empty frame to the sky. No need for a skylight here. How far we are from Budapest. Budapest. Our flat next to the hospital. Taps with porcelain knobs. The balcony looking onto the deep courtyard with the sumach trees. It starts to rain. Now what? We all huddle together under one blanket to conceal ourselves from you. Why did you bless me with so many children? And the rain didn't stop. Only then did I realize that during the 5 days they had transported us, none of us had washed. From truck to cattle train to third-class carriage to truck, we reached the Romanian plain. 5 days, 7, 40, who knows? Get out, my little lambs, and strip off everything, the whole family, back to paradise. We showered. They laughed. I laughed. They danced. They ran around after each other in circles. They chased me, too, with rainwater cupped in their hands. I gave them a good scrubbing down. And the sun came out. Thank you. You even think of a hairdryer. Thank you. The prisoners in the camp stood staring. Who are you? Where is your mother? The eldest speaks for all of us in Romanian. Our mother. That's her. Juliet, our mother. They shook their heads in disbelief. I could at most be their eldest sister. And where is your father? I don't know. They took him away, sentenced him to how many years? 22. 22! The prisoners exchanged glances. What was the charge? Father's a minister, my eldest replied. A pastor. End of story. Is he still alive? The eldest looks me in the eye. It's not a question he's ever heard before. So dry and matter-of-fact, as if they had asked, what time is it? But we didn't know what the time was. A father has to be alive. What are they talking about? Of course he's alive, he replied greedily, more to convince himself than the others. I don't know. I don't know, I answered. Why shouldn't he be alive? The prisoners brought us dry straw. Barking wildly, a beat on the window, a kick at the door, speaking a language I don't understand. Deschideți! Deschideți imediat, militia! We are my husband, half asleep. Hurry! Let's open the door. The Messiah has come back. In an official jeep. He automatically translates. Open up this minute, police. Juliet, let's get ready. They're taking me away now. And no, don't say the rest. I still hear it every dawn. They're taking me away now, and we will never see each other again. Don't be scared. No, it's not true. I don't believe it. You heard it too. Don't deny it. I am not Job. Do you understand? Do you hear me? No and no. The truth will come out at the trial. Whose truth? Theirs or ours? We don't have our own truth. It wasn't us who invented God. The truth will come out. Do you hear? Yes, that's right. It will come out. Yes, that's right. Don't be afraid. The 7 children made me suspicious from the start. To whom? To whom do you give 7? To whom? To someone you have unfinished business with. Job. I get the signs, don't worry. Ha, you gave him 7 boys and 3 girls, lest he had any illusions, and so that he might prepare for the visit. You sent one of your devoted, dutiful angels, armed from head to toe, and butchered them. All 10 of them. 7 and 3 the Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Beautiful. Too beautiful. Casting someone for this role. I am no Job. I don't understand a word of Job. Not a damn word. I said, open it before they break the door down and wake up the children. The children. Everything reminds me of the children. The 7th was 1 then, while the eldest was 11, and as bright as the rising sun. Like my husband, a big sleeper. At least I've got that to thank you for. Slept like a log. The 7th, too, another big sleeper. I give thanks for this as well. He didn't awaken either. Not then. They burst in. How many I can't remember. Too many. They stalk up and down the room, reminding us of a written order. An order they never show us. House search. My husband offers them a seat. Take a seat, gentlemen, he says, with supreme restraint. Gentlemen, that's what he calls them. Not comrades, but gentlemen. Domnilor. Nice word. Domnilor. Take a seat, gentlemen, my husband says. Amidst the frenzy, the officer in charge sits down facing us, and the others line up, possessed by obedience. Thank you, my husband says. First, we have to observe our morning devotions. They don't understand. We have to say our morning prayer. They understand. Just go on. Go on, don't mind us, like we weren't even here. Ah, but you are here, my husband says. He takes out his Bible and reads. Listen carefully. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Angels. Now, forgive me, but let us pray. He cheated. That wasn't the passage due for that day. Was he reading the scripture for my sake? That they were angels sent from the heavens, and I was blind to this. We bow our heads. He prays out loud. After the amen, he says, a warm welcome, gentlemen. Do with us what you will. Do their will, they did. They collected everything from his desk, then handcuffed him and took him away. The chief angel in a leather coat looked me all over before stepping out of the house. The angels have gone with my husband. My husband has gone with the angels, with your angels. I don't know how to cry. Good at being distrustful, but no good at crying. Not much good at laughing either, but my children persistently teach me how to. When they cry, my heart hardens. Stone hard heart. They are crying for you, not for me. To you, not to me. Do something. you hear? The little sparrows are crying. My children want no more of you, while I couldn't bear it if you were not. Are you here? Are you alive? How could I mourn you? How can a god be mourned? I don't know. There's no protocol. I can't even mourn my own husband. Is he alive? Take me. Maiden of death, take me. The doctor tells us not to report my illness to the guards. Do you hear, he says to my eldest. I heard, he replies, sternly. Next day, we stand for hours on the plots. I collapse. The children support me on both sides. The youngest stands in front and comforts me. Look at me, me. Winds blow, stirring the dust off the plain. All at once, a whirlwind sweeps me off the ground, and I am carried away, flying above the prisoners' camp while the children cheerfully wave goodbye. I collapse. I wake up in the morgue. The guards had picked me up off the plots and taken me directly to the morgue. Are you here? Must have invented love. Humans would never make up anything as crazy as love. And a love triangle is what I got. My husband, you, and me. Don't smile. You're laughing at me. We have no choice but to go where you go. We fled to the east after the war because you had gone east. This was my husband's decided opinion. Are you coming with me, he asks. No, I won't go with you. We look at each other. Here I have a brief pause. I am waiting for the storm cloud to engulf his forehead. I won't go with you. I am you, too, see? I am no other. I am you, and you are me. No other. I am you, and you are me. No other. You invented love, for sure. Whither thou goest, will I go, and where thou lodgest, will I lodge. Thy people shall be my people, And thy God, my God, where thou diest, will I die, and there will I be buried. Angina, maiden of death, tear the love out of my heart. The trial. Theater at its grandest, really great theater. Full house, the best audience, dying with curiosity. Members of the press there to report the latest triumph. I was sure of the not guilty verdict. You gave us a good fright. Well done. Now it was over. After 3 months in custody, he would come home. I am standing behind him when the TEMA military court announces the verdict. I watch his shaven head. I have an irresistible impulse to grab hold of that bald head and clench it tight until every difference between us disappears. I make do with the chance to grasp his handcuffed hands. He just takes off his wedding ring and drops it in my palm. What are you doing? You lunatic. You God's darling donkey, you. What are you doing with that ring? Is this as long as the holy bond lasted? Till death us do part? I want to put it back on his finger, but he just squeezes my hand closed. Squeezed. They announce the verdict. Everyone has to stand up. Like in the church when we had said our wedding vows. Then everyone sits down except me, because neither does he, my hand in his grip. So we stand, hand in hand. Escorted from the courtroom. He didn't look back. Lest I turn into a pillar of salt, I suppose. Separation. I am not an I, and he is not a he. What does separation mean? I am engaged twice over. Look at the rings. Just see how they look side by side on one finger. It is my lady, oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. See how she leans her cheek upon that hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Juliet.
I mean.
Romeo.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being o'er my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven.
Juliet.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father, and refuse thy name. Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
Romeo.
I take thee at thy word. I take thee at thy word.
Juliet.
And the place death, considering who thou art. No, that's wrong. Juliet's soliloquy is next.
Juliet.
A bundle of myrrh is my well-beloved unto me. He shall lie all night betwixt my breasts. My beloved is unto me as a cluster of camphor in the vineyards of En-Gedi. Behold, thou art fair, my love. Behold, thou art fair. Thou hast dove's eyes, as the apple tree among the trees of the wood. So is my beloved among the sons. He brought me to the banqueting house, and his banner over me was love. My beloved is like a roe or a young hart. Behold, he standeth behind our walls. He looketh forth at the windows, showing himself through the lattice. He looketh forth at the windows, showing himself through the lattice. I cheated. I didn't cheat. Romeo and Juliet. Spot the burning bush. They stretch out their hands to each other above the flames. They touch. The two hands are on fire. They burn. Burn, 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 but they remain. A voice from the flames. And they are doomed. Doomed. Classic love triangle. We read the journey through the wilderness. That's how our day begins. Why doesn't God find himself a new people? I asked my husband. Because he's in love, my husband replied. And there's no way out. We read the journey through the wilderness. That's how our day ends. Why don't the people find themselves a new god, I asked my husband. Because they're in love, my husband replied. Then there's no way out. We eat alfalfa for breakfast. We eat alfalfa for lunch. We eat alfalfa for dinner. We must steal the alfalfa. Steal it, we do. Pick off the shoots, cut into pieces, cover with water, cook until soft. Add salt, no salt. Or sugar, no sugar. Serve the alfalfa broth with toasted bread. There's no bread, there's no bread, there's no bread. If there is, better to make soup with it. You soak the bits of bread in hot water. That's the soup. Must not leave it soaked for too long, or it will amalgamate. A 2-course meal. But even better days will come. Under the leadership of my eldest, the boys steal fresh sweet corn. Cornfields as big as countries. The guards shoot without warning. The operation can only be conducted at night. Change in the law enjoys unanimous support. Thou shalt not steal during the day. Then, boiled sweet corn is the plat du jour of winter. Maybe it was Satan who created winter, asked the children. Satan never created anything, I tell them. Well, the children are skeptical. Satan must have created something. A lawyer came one day. Bringing a straw mattress. You shouldn't be without a straw mattress, said the lawyer. We've been prisoners for years, but never had a straw mattress. Thank you, I said. I peered at his uniform. I'm a lawyer, said the lawyer. Very well, I said. Thank you for your kindness. Send the children out into the courtyard. Go on. Go on, my little sparrows, don't be afraid. I see they put a new roof on the house. Who did that? The Franciscan prisoners. The Franciscans. They're going to let them out soon. He's lying, I thought. Thanks be to God, I replied. This has nothing to do with him, added the lawyer. But there's still a chance for you, my love, he said. Why does he call me my love? Sorry. I'm sorry. And with a sudden movement, he clutched my hand and kissed it. I snatched my hand away and had to stop myself midair to avoid the smack of hitting him. Sorry. I'm sorry. You're still such a wild one. Congratulations, said the official, placed himself on the straw mattress. I retreated to the window so that the children could see me. He opened his briefcase and took out a stack of papers. There's a new law governing this instance. What instance? I thought he meant the smack that hadn't hit, for the intention was obvious. Oh, come on, said the lawyer good-naturedly. Forget the attempted assault on an official. This is something quite different. Pay close attention. If you divorce your husband, your kinship with a political prisoner will be dissolved and you will be free. I said nothing. You would divorced on paper, only in the eyes of the law, you would instigate the divorce, which in these circumstances would immediately be approved. I said nothing. You could even wait until he is free and marry officially again if you still want to, if you both still want to. In that moment, my whole body was filled with a surge of heat. I felt happiness, the likes of which I had not known since my husband was arrested. I could hold it back no more. I let out a scream. You see, I am the bearer of good news, madam, said the lawyer on the mattress of straw. He stood up and lit the candle on the table, then returned to the mattress. Good news? Good news. The best there is. He's alive. My husband's alive. Alive! This is the first news of him you've sent. It's 5 years I haven't heard a thing about him. Just the 2 rings on my fingers. You've well and truly starved me. I looked at the lawyer as we went, at an angel, at your angel, bearing good news for me at your request. Maybe I took the looking a bit too far. The lawyer was pleased as punch with the progress of events. He took off his jacket, loosened his tie. Let's get the formalities over with, shall we? Sign here, and the rest is my job. And yours too, of course, if you know what I mean. The lawyer smiled that charming smile. Our job, the both of us. We will officially forward this to the prosecutor and inform your husband in prison, and you are free to leave. You are free, even before the Franciscans. I looked at the document and read the prepared text, which said that I was showing contrition for not having recognized my husband's subversive and treasonable activities in time, that I wanted to begin a new life and to raise my children in the new spirit. Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Juliet asks the nurse. I went to the table and held the form above the candle, only for it obligingly to catch fire and be destroyed in an instant. There was a great light in the room. The children ran in like a well-trained troop. They stood side by side and gazed at us without a word. I see. I see, said the lawyer. He picked up his jacket and walked out. We took the straw mattress outside the hut and left it there. I make the mistake of telling the children the news. Hope. And then began the era of hope. A mistake, wasting away in hope while still nothing happens. He's alive. He's not. He's alive. He's not. He's alive. He's not. I am going after him, alive or not. Frailty, thy name, this woman. One of the women in the camp weighs 70 pounds. Everyone calls her Speranza. Hope. Speranza, 70 pounds. She visits each of the barracks every day, passing along certain information she has gleaned, that the Americans are coming and that they will liberate us She has seen them in the cornfields around the camp. Their camouflage is perfect, absolutely perfect. Everyone get ready for the day of liberation. America is watching over us. Poor delirious Speranza. Come in and have something to eat. Tie up the dogs first. There are no dogs, Speranza. Then why did the dogs chase me all night? Give me potatoes, lots of potatoes. There aren't any, Speranza. Eat. 70 pounds of hope. Take the hope back. Take it back. Take it back. We don't need it. Take it back. Do you hear? They say there is no God. That's what they are saying. They gathered us together in the correction hut and brought it to our attention that God doesn't exist. Yes, they set up a hut to educate us. There is no God. They all perfectly agree. The Romanian, Hungarian, Czech, Polish, and German comrades with our Soviet brothers at the helm. Just imagine, people run into each other in the streets. Did you hear? There is no God. I've had my suspicions a long time. Well, God bless. And they shake hands as if to congratulate each other that you didn't exist. There is no God. You are the issue now. There's even been an official party resolution about you. There is no you. Maybe you already knew. The news has even traveled to our camp. In actual fact, the Soviet brothers, God be merciful to them, sent Yuri Gagarin out into space to have a look, to meet you. Yuri Gagarin came back from space and declared that there was no God. Standing him up like that. It's not very nice of you. So you are partly responsible, you see, for what they are saying about you. Just don't tell me that the reason you weren't there is because you are everywhere. Questions? Are there any questions? Speranza put up her hand. When was Gagarin up in space? When exactly? They tell her when. Exactly. Wait a minute, said Speranza. Wait a minute. Right then, you were right here, in this very camp, for Speranza met you. You even exchanged a few words, so Speranza said, and asked whether they could tell Gagarin that there had been a terrible misunderstanding. You. The eldest slaps me, shakes me, slaps me wildly. I can't see anything. Open your eyes, he says. Open your eyes. He pulls up my eyelids. A 12-year-old Jesus is looking at me. Who are you talking to, he asks. Was I talking? He grabs my nose as if to punish me. What are you doing? You're suffocating me. Air! Air! My mouth opens a crack. He puts a knife blade between my teeth and drips honey and milk into my mouth with his other hand. What did he say to you? That I should not flee from him to him. Flee from him to where? To death. To him. But he doesn't want me yet. All right. That's all right. Just obey him and come back. They came that night. All 7 of them. and stole me from the morgue, hauling me back in a wheelbarrow. I see the flame of a candle burning, a choir of angels. Finally, no, singing. Can you hear? The children are singing. A 12-year-old Jesus leans over me. We brought you back, so you won't die here. I won't die. No. Knife blade, milk, honey. Why won't I die? Because you've already died once. That was enough. The room is full of wild flowers, wreaths of wild flowers. The sun is shining. The children carry me out into the courtyard. They put the flowers on the acacia trees. The roof, the walls, the fence. I walk. I walk. I walk.